Hey, I'm Randy, and I'm the Cheap Audio Man. Here at the Cheap Audio Man, we don't feel like audio equipment should cost as much as putting braces on all your kids so they have straight teeth. I feel like we've done this one before. I'm just going to go with it. And this doesn't. What is it? It's a Topping MX3 DAC amp and headphone amp. So grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and let's talk about the Topping MX3. Hey, if you're new here, consider subscribing. We have a whole bunch of videos, DACs, amps, speakers, headphones, IEMs, between two speakers. It's a funny little segment. I sometimes think it's funny. And then we have a podcast with Ron over at A New Record Day. And if you want to support the channel, a few ways you can do it. We have patreon.com/cheapaudioman, a few different tiers. We have patron-only content, and we do Zoom meetings every Sunday night to get to hang out and chit-chat with one another. You can also use any of the links. I do get a small commission on those links. Doesn't cost you any more. And then the best way is to sign up for Amazon Music HD for free. Okay? There's a link in the description. Click on the link, scroll down to the bottom, click Try HD. You get 3 months for free. I get a couple of dollars. And I have my test track playlist in there. If you hear my daughter playing the drums, that's because my daughter's playing the drums. So, let's talk about build quality, all the specifications, and all the different hookups and things like that on the Topping MX3. So, I had to reshoot this or re-record it because it didn't occur to me that holding an operating piece of electronics may cause feedback on my microphone. So it was basically unlistenable because it was and then every time I did move my hand, okay. So we're going to talk about this, and then I'm going to show you some cool pictures, and maybe you'll get a good idea of what I'm talking about. So let's talk about inputs. First and foremost, Bluetooth 5.0. Just put it into Bluetooth, hook it up to your phone. If you want to hook something else, delete it from your phone off of the settings, and then you can hook something else up to it. All right, it's got full-size USB in. That is limited to 2496 though. All right, full-size optical, full-size coax digitals, that will go up to 192 kilohertz. All right, has an RCA input for any of your analog devices, and then it has a subwoofer out, full-sized summed subwoofer out. Very good, very cool. All right, on the front you got some clicky clicks volume control. All right, push it on, push it off. The remote, really awesome. Volume up, volume down, obviously. And then it's got treble and bass controls right at your fingertips. Turn it on, pop up, pop down if it's too bright or whatever. Same thing on the bass. Probably hear my kids outside playing around because I have kids and they play in the other room, which is kind of cool. All right, it's got a headphone jack on the front, rated at 257 milliwatts into 32 ohms. Doesn't sound like a ton. It works though. I tried it with the Drop HD 6XX Sennheiser. Okay, works just fine. Didn't get super loud. Okay, but I mean, for what you're getting here, it's pretty incredible, right? You can also use that 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and use this as a preamp. Okay, so if you have a receiver that doesn't have a DAC in it, which you probably don't, if you have something that you want to use the DAC in this because it's better, you can run 3.5 to RCA out and RCA that right into a receiver or an integrated amp or something like that. Also, if you don't have Bluetooth or something like that, then you can use this as a preamp as well. You can also put this on a straight power amp and then just control the volume through here. If you're going to hook it up to something that has another volume control, like a receiver or an integrated amp, what I would do is set this probably about 75% of the volume span, and then control volume from actually your integrated amp. Because I will say that sometimes these DACs that have volume controls can start clipping. That clipping usually happens around, I don't know, the 85 to 90% of the volume span. So just to be safe, maybe 75%. Your integrated or your receiver probably has plenty of juice to amplify it cleanly. All right. So my thoughts on this product is it is incredible. At $140, you're getting a very good sounding DAC going into a very good sounding amp that has a full-size subwoofer out, 3 digital inputs, and analog input. What else do you need? It sounds great already. Some people may think the power ratings aren't enough. I tested the Emotiva T-Zeros. It's an 87 dB 4 ohm speaker, and it did great with them. Actually, this has become one of my test amps. One of the reasons is because, number one, it sounds great. The second reason is because I can do this. All right? I can't do that with the Emotiva TA100 and A300. I would crush myself. And I don't have the arm or the hand strength to be able to pick that up by itself. All right? Great value proposition. You just getting into this and you grab some decent speakers and this thing, add a sub later, you're set. DAC, amp, everything in there. Actually, I think this is a better value than like some of the just Bluetooth little amps, like desktop amps, because those are like 80 maybe around there. So for an extra 130 minus 80 is $50. So for an extra $50, you're getting a you're getting a DAC, you're getting a remote, you're getting a dedicated sub out, you're getting Bluetooth. It's $140. It sounds awesome. Competition out there is like the SMSL AD18 or the SMSL M300. The AD18 is it's great sounding, it has a lot of functionality, similar functionality. I prefer the topping simply because, and it's not a sound issue, it's a connection issue and an output issue. All the digitals on this thing, digital inputs, are full size. The sub out is full size. And it's not because there's anything wrong with the SMSL, it's because I lose stuff because I'm not organized. And I always have like a full-size optical laying around, full-size RCAs, or a coax cable that I can hook a subwoofer up with. So for me, it's just more convenient, and it looks really good. All right. So if you're new here, check out some of my other videos. They're a lot of fun. Consider subscribing. We're pretty reasonable here. I want to talk about every single piece of equipment that's reasonable. Under $500-600, maybe under $700 if it's really awesome. I want to review it. Okay. I want to hear it. I want to talk about it. All right. So that's what we do here at the Cheap Audio Man. All right. So have a great day. Listen to some music. Don't binge watch Netflix. Binge listen and fill your soul with happiness.